SJ. She is a American Staffordshire Terrier. I have had her, it'll be 2 years next month. She came from Richmond Animal Care and Control. They estimated her age when I got her to be 2. My vet said that she was probably 1.5 years, so I want to say between now she's 3.5 to 4. She has definitely learned and made herself at home. We do have some issues with behavior as far as jumping and just her excitability around other people. And then when we're on walks, she definitely pulls. We've had some incidents where I've almost fallen or have fallen because she's very strong. Other than that, it has some anxiety when mom leaves. So we've been working on crate training. She busted out of her first crate, and she doesn't like to be in there when I am home. She likes to be wherever I am constantly. My mom's first impression of her wasn't the greatest. We went out to dinner for my birthday, and I had gotten her 2 days before or 3 days before. So the family came over to meet her, and you know, SJ is a jumper, so my mom bent over to say hello, and SJ popped up, and they butted heads, and she's a big blockhead, so we know who won that. So that kind of incident has remained present in my mom's mind. Mom has gotten a lot better, but I just want to reassure her and show her through training that, you know, she's a great dog. I am nervous leaving her for long periods of time. I'll have a family member or a friend come and make sure that she's okay. I've come home from school some days and she's redecorated, moving pillows and things around. If I happen to leave something out on the counter, because she does counter surf as well as jump, she will pull things down. She is very smart and knows how to open cabinets. I've come home to my work bag being sprawled everywhere. I will really try to not have to leave because she has the most anxiety. If I come home, I'm home for a short period of time and then have to leave, that's really when we're seeing the most destructive or redecorating. As far as like going places, she loves to ride in the car and we'll go to the park with her cousins. But like stores that allow pets, I don't take her just because, again, pulling is an issue. So about a year ago, I had a work trip. So I ended up boarding her at our vet. They are very familiar with her, but she's not the biggest fan of cages. So my sister's boyfriend dropped her off on a Monday. I called and checked on her on Tuesday, and she had some issues, so they were gonna give her some calming medicine, and by Wednesday, they called my sister and told her that she needed to be picked up. It just wasn't a good environment. She had started eating the crate and this separation, like plastic panel, which caused some internal bleeding. And her old crate, she actually busted out of it. She like bent the metal and had like a puncture wound on her neck. Yeah, since then we've just tried to make sure everything's put away and make sure that she goes on long walks before I have to leave. Make sure that she has a Kong or some kind of treat. I have experience with 2 trainers before. One that I didn't end up hiring because they were kind of aggressive in their style of training. I believe just like with kids, it's about, you know, positive reinforcement when you're doing something good, and then, you know, learn those boundaries and consequences for our unacceptable behavior. So I think balance is the right approach. I mean, it's exactly what, you know, we do with kids in school. It's exactly what parents do at home. It's, you know, what they do in ABA therapy. The other trainer that I worked on, it was obviously that we weren't making progress. So we haven't worked with anybody in about a year and a half. And we're still having these issues after I've read countless articles and watched countless videos. So I'm really looking forward to just the changes and like coming home and her being okay in her crate. After training, my family, my mom and dad love to camp, and we've talked about going on trips, at least this summer after COVID, if it lifts up. So I would like to take her with us. They have a dog as well. So we're just looking to having a good pack relationship and maybe take her on a trip.